didn't get the useful information that I needed, like how deep I needed to grow my plant or my seeds, or how far apart they should be, important stuff like that, you know. I'm okay with hearing good advice and stuff, but the things that I needed to know was how far apart did the seeds need to be, how deep should I grow them, if I should put one seed in each hole, or, you know, things like that. So with that being said, I'm going to read you about what the Farmer's Almanac has to say about growing beets. Okay. Planting, growing, and harvesting beets. The beets plant type is vegetable. Its sun exposure needs full sun or part sun. Its soil type is loamy and sandy. The soil pH is neutral. Their hardiness zone is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beets are a cool season vegetable crop. This root veggie grows quickly and has many different varieties, which showcase deep red, yellow, or white bulbs of different shapes. Beets can survive frost and almost freezing temperatures, which makes them a great choice for northern gardeners and an excellent long-season crop. Planting. A soil pH between 6.0 and 7.0 is best, but slightly alkaline soils are tolerated in some areas. Till and age manure before planting beets. Beets require especially good nutrition and a high phosphorus level to germinate. Go easy on nitrogen, however. An excess will cause sprawling grains and tiny bulbs beneath the soil. Water until soil reaches 50 degrees Fahrenheit before wait until soil reaches 50 degrees Fahrenheit before planting. Plant seeds a ½ inch deep and 1 to 2 inches apart. Make sure soil remains moist for germination. In zones with low moisture and rainfall, soak the seeds for 24 hours before planting. Early crops can be planted in March or April, and late crops anytime from June to September. Successful plantings are also possible as long as the weather doesn't exceed 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Space plantings about 20 days apart. Winter crops are a definite possibilities in Zone 9 and above. Care. Thinning is necessary, as you may get more than one seedling out of each seed. Then when they reach about 2 inches high, and when they get about 2 inches high, by pinching them off. Pulling them out of the ground may disturb the roots of nearby seeds. Established plants should be thinned between 3 to 4 inches between plants. Mulch and water well. Beets need to maintain plenty of moisture. Any necessary cultivation should be gentle. Beets have shallow roots that are easily disturbed. Now the pests and diseases is flea beetles, leaf hoppers, and Mexican bean beetles. For harvest and storage, days to maturity tend to be between 50 to 70 for most varieties, although they can be harvested at any time you see fit. If you like larger bulbs, wait longer, but understand they will be tougher and woody. Don't let greens grow above 6 inches before harvesting. Don't forget about the tops. Beets greens have a delicious and distinctive flavor and hold more nutrition than the roots. Fresh beets can be stored in the refrigerator for 5 to 7 days. Clipping the tops off beets will keep them faster for longer. Leave about 1 inch of stem on each beet and store the greens separately. For root cellar type storage, make sure you brush off any soil clinging to these crops. Then store them in a cool, dry place. An unheated closet might do, or put them in a cooler in your basement. Be frozen, canned, and pickled. Read more about a new way to store beets in the root cellar. That's the part of the Farmer's Almanac. Is what they're trying to refer you to in this thing. So, with that being said, I'm now going to go ahead and start my video and let you see how far I got. It wasn't a success, but I'll explain why after the video started. So these are the toads I finally opened it up. I was able to get in there and cut them. I didn't do really that great of a job, but I got the beets planted the way they wanted, the depth they wanted it and everything. I let them grow out, and they actually did pretty good. In my previous video when I was showing my grow box, the old one, I showed the covering that I put on there with plastic, and that's what's over this right here at the moment. And my beets, they were growing perfectly fine. They were looking great and starting to sprout up, but I messed up because I tried to do that covering on top and it wasn't strong enough, and when a good rain came along it just knocked it down. It filled these toads up, and I never could get rid of the water. I could have on one of them, the bottom part, because it has a lever down underneath there that I could have opened up, and probably I could have saved these. And I don't even know for sure if that was what killed them, because I mean, it got a lot of water. You'll see it here in a minute, and they were still holding on and growing pretty good. I was amazed by these plants. They're pretty amazing. They're survivors. But this is my toads. What I did is underneath it, I layered my dirt. I went out and I got dirt out of the yard. I cleaned it out as good as I could. Put down one layer of dirt, and then I took cantaloupe compost that I had for my cantaloupes, and I put it on top of the dirt. And then I took cardboard boxes and broke them down flat, and I stuck them over the top of the cantaloupes and covered them with dirt. Lettuce is what I put next to it so that it would have shade. This is what happened with the water when it all just turned into a disaster. Those poles I have there, I had them going across, and then I took plastic and laid it over the top, and that didn't help. It caused more water to fill up in there, and I was real surprised because these plants actually survived this for the longest time. What finally did them in was the winter time. It got cold, and I didn't have anything covering them. And the weather this year for fall was horrible. It just got horrible. And I didn't even realize it, but I had a valve underneath this that I could have opened up and drained that water out. I should have thought about that, but I didn't. It's really a shame too, because I put a lot of seeds down in there. I used all of the beet seeds that I had. And the water, believe it or not, the water actually got deeper than this. It got to the point where it was over the top of those seeds, or those plants. The leaves turn solid red. I mean, literally, they all turn solid red. It's like I said, these are amazing plants. They ended up getting hurt or falling over and everything. The reason why they got those sticks in there is I tried to put the sticks in, and then string. I tried to hold them up with some string in those sticks. But like I said, that turned out to be a disaster. That was the end of my year for growing, and I've got more video of other things that I did too, but that was pretty bad. And the bad part is the other side didn't have the valve on it, so it still has water in it because it was the top of the toad. I split it in half and then used both sides as a growing box. So now I've got to take all the dirt out of that, and then I've got to put some kind of flush system to where it'll keep the water level down, and that's something that I'm going to work on and make a video out of for 2019. They're just challenges. This is my first year trying to do it. I learned from it, and I'm going to move on and try to do a better job this year, or this next season. So that's the way I look at it. Hopefully it works out. I'll keep making videos and showing you guys my progress and my setbacks. And thank you for watching. If you guys have any advice, please feel free to give it. I need all the help I can get. And thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, make comments, and have a good day.